kids. You want to hear the origin story about how kids sent me letters to the North Pole for Christmas? Well, just head on to Netflix and you will see.
How many nights do you lie awake in the darkest place? How many days do you shed the pain of your darker days?
Claws, written and directed by Sergio Pablos, and is the 2019 Netflix animated Christmas classic that took Netflix by freaking storm. So, Claus tells the story of postman student Jesper, who is the uh, worst and most failing student at the Post Academy. So his father sends him to the northern Swedish town of Swinesburg, and it's a town that is torn by war between a feud between two families, the Crumbs and the Willingbows, and it, but Jesper does bring Christmas and cheer to the town with the help of an older woodcutter and former toy maker Klaus, voiced by J.K. Simmons, who we all know will become Santa Claus, to send letters to him so that he can bring the children of Swedishburg a toy on a Christmas day, though some of the town's children have never been taught the ways of writing. Lucky for them, Jesper also convinces the town's school teacher Alva to teach the kids and to uh, turn her fishmonger old school building into a proper school again. And Jesper must make the decision, well, does he belong in Post Academy or in a Sweenesburg? And we know which he's going to pick. So happy 5th anniversary, Claus. I mean, I uh, really should have reviewed this movie years ago, and I did watch it with my mum on Netflix in December 2019, and yeah, we were both utterly uh, well heartwarmed by it. So we were in awe of how great it was. And Clauser was such a success at the time. It was watched by 30 million people on Netflix in that month alone, and it deservedly is the first ever Netflix movie to be nominated for Best Animated Feature. I don't know how the Academy could pick Toy Story 4 to win over not only Claus, but much better movies from it that year. But still, that's their choice. Claus, I have to say, is still a freaking modern Christmas classic. It is the best modern Christmas movie by a long shot, as well as the best Netflix movie of all time. And I mean, when you compare another Christmas movie J.K. Simmons starred in this year, Red One, to Claus, I mean, Red One has nothing on Claus. It can't even hope to hold a candle to it. And yeah, this is a rare animated masterpiece. It was tossed around from studio to studio for years until Netflix finally acquired the rights to it in November 2017, and thank heavens they did, as look at the end result. This movie even has similar story beats to the Rankin Bass Christmas shorts, but that movie was far too short, whereas Claus executes the story 100 times better, as it's far longer and so much deeper, and this is the true origin story for Santa Claus, the definitive one. The entire concept of having a postman be the one is to inspire Santa to become Santa makes perfect sense because, well, everybody needs to send a letter to the North Pole for Santa to read before he brings you your gift on Christmas morning. So, post and mail have been an enormous part of Santa's job, and and first things first, the animation I could gush over for the rest of my life. I mean, while How to Train Your Dragon 3: The Hidden World still had the most most perfect and unbeatable animation from 2019, Claus is still the most uh most uh beautifully animated a Christmas movie I have ever seen in my entire life, period. And it combines and blends hand drawn animation with CG lighting, making for one of the most unique animation styles ever invented. And it's, I mean, every single character design is exaggerated so well to make them adorable, give them a bags of charm, and they never look over the top, or not once. And so, for animation alone, this movie deserves awards and acknowledgement. And the filmmakers even deserve their research down to a T. Like the town Sweenisburg is based on a literal Norwegian town no, with a similar name. They even studied what reindeer eats. They were initially going to have the reindeer in this movie eat berries, but they found out that berries are poisonous to reindeer, so they changed it to have the reindeer eat moss. I mean, wow, that's doing your homework. And the film uh, perfectly builds to Santa becoming the Santa that we know from the from a Jesper spreading word to the kids about the naughty list and telling them only good children will receive toys for Christmas, and in encouraging them to do good deeds for everybody in the town, and to the Santa's reindeer pulling his sleigh, and even the character of Jesper, yeah, uh, he may be a nerd and a klutz and a clumsy postman who you would think to be the screw up, but he uh, does change the lives of everybody in Swingleton for the better. He makes Alva a lonely fishmonger to the most beloved teacher in town, even winning Alva's heart, and he gets Claus out of his grief and back to doing what he loves. He even even though there is a cliched liar reveal towards the third act when the crumbs and the willing bows expose well Jesper's desire to please his dad and someday return to the post academy. And as of course we know, story wise, that's Jesper will return to Sweenalton and make that his permanent home, but we don't care because the movie does not focus on that cliche long at all. And the movie is so highly sophisticated for a family animated Christmas movie dealing with themes of grief and sorrow, even in a time of great joy. Claus is one of my absolute favorite on-screen versions Santa Claus, as he's he's just he's far more simple than others. He's not overly commercialized. He's doesn't have elves to make his toys. He makes the toys himself, which is a uh, unique writing decision and differentiates himself from other clauses. Not to mention, J.K. Simmons is ideal casting as he makes his claws not only sound huge and mightily jolly, but he adds some real personal inner conflict to his Santa Claus and every and really captures everything his Claus has been through. Him and his wife once planned to have many children, but that tragically never came to be. And by the end of the movie, when he passes away and his spirit goes flies into the air and visits Jesper once a year. Why it's uh, a it's a beautiful ending to this story. And for a modern Christmas movie to make me cry, that rarely happens. And Alva is probably my uh, favorite character of them all. She has also initially given up on Sweenalton like others and is saving to leave the town, but Jesper convinced her that she can still be a great teacher and to not doubt herself. So she uses her savings to build a proper classroom, and she goes from being de- de- a depressed hermit to somebody who's way happier. Her and Jesper's romance is to me the beating heart of the movie. It's a wholesome resolution to see them marry and have two children of their own by the end. Also, the little girl who never once speaks English. I mean, props to her voice actor. She is freaking adorable, and how she's dressed like a little mini nutcracker. I mean, yeah, you just want to hug her all the way through the movie. The threat of this movie, the feud between the Crumbs and the Willingbows, though though they do attempt to sabotage Christmas by taking all of the presents and the sleigh. It is revealed that Claus did uh, build a fake sleigh and fake presents in case anything happens to the real one. And turns out the daughter of the Willingbows and the son of the Crumbs have a crush on one another and marry, which finally brings the two feuding families together in Romeo and Juliet's style. Uh, Not to mention the head of the Crumbs, as she may have the best character design in the film. Also, the soundtrack for Claws is so cracking, especially the end credit song in the credits. That will deeply move everybody. So yeah, overall, yeah, please go and check out Claws on Netflix right this very minute. So if you haven't already in the past 5 years, I give Claws 5 stars out of 5. Best movie ever. So yeah, I also hope to see a Christmas classic on the big screen very soon, leading up to Christmas. If they have the Muppet Christmas Carol on the big screen as a re-release, you bet I will be there. Well, I love you guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. And what are your thoughts on Claws? Please comment and let me know. Please like this video and subscribe. Please follow on Twitter and on Instagram. And I'll see you next time. And I will get the Moana 2 review done very soon. Thank you all for being incredibly patient with that. And remember, movies are us. Bye, guys.